Hello, friends. Welcome to Cannon Planning. This is Wendy Cannon, Executive Brand Director with Tool 12. You are going to find that I am live in a couple of different places right now. My business page, my VIP group, and YouTube. Love the joys of technology for that purpose that I get to share in multiple places. So if you're following me, just say hello this morning and let's hang out for a few minutes. So what I'm going to be talking with you guys today is all through the month of November 2022, which is where we currently are. I have been showcasing and sharing how to build a gratitude journal. And I love that aspect that we get to use it every single day. And so I wanted to actually walk through the inserts and the journal styles that I am currently using with Tool 12 and we're going to hop right over and take a look at that. So let me go ahead and switch that over and we're going to get started with some journaling ideas. So I've brought with me a couple of inserts that you can use to build your own journal, as well as two different styles of journals that Tool 12 offers. And I want to walk you through each one of these and how you can actually use them in your own lifestyle organizer and building a gratitude journal. So November is such a great time to be thinking about gratitude, but it's something that you can definitely be doing all year long. And so I want you guys to think about some different things that you can do in terms of using a journal that may not be the traditional style like one of these that I'm going to show you guys in a little bit later. But one of the aspects that I love about Tool 12 is that you can build something that is your own variety, your own inserts, your own voice. And a great way to do that is by building it with individual inserts. So I'm going to show you 5 today. We're going to start with Well Noted because that one makes the most sense, right? Because we're talking about journaling. So Well Noted is exactly what it is. It's a place for you to write notes. It is lined, a lined insert. Of course, the Tool 12 inserts are perfect for really concentrated ink. You can use all kinds of ink on here, including Sharpie pens, which I use a lot of times. So if you've ever used a Sharpie pen, you can use these on there. You can use felt tip pens. I also use Stampin' Write markers in here. So there's lots of different things that you can use in your journaling aspects. So this is a great one to get started with. Obviously, it makes the most sense because it is lined. You can just do some basic journaling in here. So that is our Well Noted insert. The next one I have for you is a blank insert. And this one really lends itself to those who like to art journal. And that would be incorporating doodles and drawing and maybe some mixed media where you might be doing painting, or we have had people use watercolor on these before. You could also use like magazine clippings and little washi tapes and snippets of different papers and things like that. So if that's something that you're really into, this is a great way for you to develop that skill in using a blank insert for your gratitude. Some other things that you can use it for, though, are obviously a vision board. I use this one for 2020 as a vision board. This was my word of the year, which was balance. A couple of different ideas. And then you can see I just did some basic doodling, writing out some thoughts, some things that I love. There's some washi tape, some drawings, again, doodling, some Zentangles. Lots of different ways that you can manipulate the blank insert to fit your needs when it comes to thinking about how you want to journal your gratitude, maybe without some restrictions of a line. How about some storytelling? This one is perfect for building a gratitude journal because you can really add in some photos. You can write about the story that has to do with your photo or your drawing, and you can really get into keeping those memories and those things that you're grateful for. Some fun things that I like to incorporate with this one, obviously, is using some of our decorative papers to be able to spice up the pages a little bit, maybe make a cute little scrapbook layout. This was actually from one of our Tool 12 bookmark kits. So I just used the 2 strips of paper, the die cut, and the sticker that came on the bookmark kit and made some fun little layouts. But you can also use these in different ways. There's another scrapbook layout, my son writing his Christmas wish list in here. You can use it for gardening. If you are a gardener, this is a great one for you to be able to use when it comes to, like, maybe you're sitting out in your garden and you're grateful for the flowers that are blooming, or you just want to journal about some of the things that are happening in your garden. Again, you can see different ways that we've used our journal cards, die cuts. There's some actual photos in there, so you can see some different ideas and lots of different ways that you can use that storyteller insert. How about quote bubbles, friends? This is probably one of the most looked over inserts that we have, and one of the most fun, in my opinion, because this is a 6 layout. 6 bubbles that you can see in a single layout that you can use for showcasing some fun different things. You can use these for goals. You can use them for things that your kids say. You can use them for baby milestones. You can use them for achievements, maybe positive affirmations. Of course, just writing quotes, right? Because that makes most sense. It's the quote bubble. But you can also keep memories in here. You can cut pictures out to fit inside the bubbles, and you can save those for a later time. You can see this is some goal setting. You can also do doodles. It doesn't have to stay plain. You can doodle around different things. You can make it themed. And lots of different ways that you can express your gratitude. You can use a bubble a day and write about what you're grateful for in that particular set. So that's quote bubbles. Gratitude by day. This one obviously makes the most sense for a gratitude journal. And let's look at a blank page inside the gratitude insert. This gives you a place for you to write the month and then a quote or a line a day. Basically, there's a place for quotes, a place for you to be able to add maybe a summary of what happened and even a picture. And I love this one because you can really jazz it up as well, so that you can do just writing like this, and I add a little splash of washi tape. You can add pictures. This is my husband. Everybody say hello. And you can add washi tape. You can have stickers. You can use some deco paper. That's what this is here. I've also done this particular insert. This is what I actually wrote in October in my gratitude journal. So it's a place for you to write a line a day. You can either write something you're grateful for or just a memory. Maybe you want to just get into journaling, but you don't feel like you have enough to say. This is a great way for you to just be able to write one line. What happened during that day? So I did that. You can see there's a line a day all for October. And then I did a quote about October, and then just did a brief overview. At the bottom, it says lots of family time with football, hockey adventures, and Halloween activities. That's all of the things that we did through the month of October. In my own rendition, because this actually is a copy of what I did in my extra large, you'll see that there's a place for a picture. In mine, I added a picture of our hockey game that we went to, so I had that memory to go with it as well. So that's the gratitude by day insert. All of these can be purchased separately. You can grab just one. You can grab all 5, whatever the case may be. I am sharing the links to each of these inserts so that you can see them either above or below, depending on where you might be watching this right now. And then I wanted to share with you guys our 2 different versions of journals. Tula 12 has 2 different styles. The first one is a dot grid. You can see it looks like, see if I can get it in the camera just right. There you go. You can see the dot grid variation. I love this one, especially if you don't want to have the restrictions of a line and you want to be able to incorporate some fun things. This is very much one that you're going to see more like a bullet journal style of journaling. I also junk journal, so you can see I've incorporated lots of different uses with paper, stickers, washi tape, that kind of stuff. This is my son's basketball stats, so that was easy and fun way to incorporate all of those things. But definitely, if you are more of a bullet journal style, you're going to see a couple of different things. So this would be a pixel a day. Again, these are just examples of things that you can put together. So this is tracking the weather, and you color in each one of these squares to match whatever the weather is. And then at the end of the year, you get to see different what the patterns were. You can use it for a reading log. You can use it as a sleep log or a savings tracker. Another version of a reading log, how many pages you read per day. Of course, there's lots of aspects for journaling in here as well. So you can see lots of different ways that you can incorporate that style. Now, I took it a step further this month over on my Instagram channel and showed different ways that you can actually plan inside of a journal. This is probably one of the hardest things for me to do because I had to be creative and do my planning at the same time. It's probably not something that I will continue doing, but I know that some people, it fits their style. So you can see that I have included a pen loop. This is actually holding the whole journal closed. And you can see in just a month how much I've actually done inside this journal. So this is our other variation of journaling. This is lined, so you can see there as well. But this not only incorporates journaling, which you're going to see on a couple of different pages, but I did some actual planning in here as well. So I broke this journal page up into 8 sections so that I could write out my weekly notes. A place for brain dump. You guys know that I don't really like this word, but brain drop box didn't fit very well in here and how I was drawing. So that was brain dump. There's also places that I just wrote notes, and of course some journaling and different things like that. I added some journal cards and paper. This is another variation of a weekly setup. I actually used stamps in this one just to do something fun and different. Wrote out a historical fiction reading list. Again, some journaling, added pictures. You can see I love being able to have that aspect. This is another brain dump. There's meeting notes from a meeting I took. I really literally did all of the planning that I could think of doing in this journal this month. So I did a variation where I altered the pages and cut them in half so that I could make a little weekly flip through. That was a lot of fun to do. Again, lots of different things that you can add. I love the junk journal variations and being able to write. This is my brain drop box from last night. I have lots of things I have to do and journaling. And then there's a couple of blank pages that I have in here, but this is my this week's spread. Again, I just cut it into 4 sections, added some stickers along the side instead of the washi tape at the top, some stickers, and then called it good. So that's where I'm at right now inside of my journal that I've been using as a planner this month. So friends, I really want you to think about how you can incorporate gratitude journaling into your day, whether you are a business owner, whether you are using it for personal use. Be thinking about how you can incorporate even just a line a day into your day so that you can look back and have those memories. Journaling is really all encompassing. It helps you with your reflection. It helps you learn more about yourself. It helps you be able to de-stress and declutter your brain so that you can get some of those thoughts and feelings out on paper and out of your brain, so you have time and space in there to be able to think and process, problem solve. So journaling really has many aspects that you can involve. And if you have found the information that I have shared with you guys today, please feel free to share it forward. Again, this is Wendy Cannon, an Executive Brand Director with Tool of 12. I have links to both my website and all of the inserts that I shared with you guys today so that you can check them out on your own individual time. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye, friends.